Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing another foundation race video. Before we talk about the foundation, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. Also give the video a thumbs up if you like these sort of videos so that I know to continue making them. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the foundation that we're going to be talking about today is the new Revlon Youth FX foundation. The foundation is $16.99, at least it was $16.99 where I got it, which is my local Walgreens. And the claims the foundation are: it fills lines and wrinkles, reduces the appearance of hyperpigmentation, dark spots, age spots, and it's also lightweight, hydrating. It says high coverage, which I'm assuming is full coverage, but we're gonna see about that. And it's also an SPF of 20, which I really need SPF in my foundations, which is a good thing that it does come with SPF 20. And it also comes in 12 shades. I picked up the darkest shade, which is 450 Mocha. So not a big fan of the shade range, but we're gonna, hopefully this is a good match and we'll see how it works out. Okay, so typically for these foundation race videos, I always prime, but this time I'm not going to prime just because of the claims that the foundation makes. So I'm not going to be using my Benefit Professional. I'm just going in straight on with the foundation just to make sure that it does fill in lines or and wrinkles, which I really don't have any lines and wrinkles. I mean, I have like these forehead lines right here, but I mean... Also, typically I apply my foundation with my MAC 170 brush, but that brush is dirty and I haven't cleaned it yet. So we're just going to default for my other favorite brush, which is the Real Techniques brush. This one is called the Expert Face Brush. Well, this is the packaging. It is a squeeze out bottle. So I guess that is convenient versus not having a pump. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this on my face, and it is very, very like creamy feeling. Okay, so far I'm not impressed with the foundation as far as it being high coverage, so I'm going to try to build it up and see how it builds up from there, and hopefully I can get more coverage out of it. Basically, for future reference, when I'm testing a foundation that claims it's full coverage, if you see there's like 2 dark spots on my nose here, and I can still see them, so let's hopefully that building this up more will cover them. Okay, so this is the foundation built up, and I can definitely say that it is, to me, it's not full coverage, but I would say it's about medium full coverage, which is great for those people, and even myself. I'm personally a person who likes sheer to medium coverage to medium full. I don't really care for medium full, I'm sorry, not medium full. I don't really care for completely full foundations, with the exception of my Kat Von D Lock and Tattoo foundation, which I love. So just comparing it to that, it's definitely not full coverage, it's more so medium full coverage. As far as these 2 dark patches right here, it definitely blurred them. I can still see them a little bit, but it did a really good job of blurring them. Also, the color match isn't bad at all. It's not too red, and it's not too light at all. But I will say, if you are darker than me, you probably won't. This shade, which is a darker shade, is definitely going to be too light for you, unfortunately. So the foundation did not claim to last any certain amount of time, so it is now 11:20-ish in the morning. So I will come back later today and I will give you my final thoughts on the foundation. I do have some thoughts running in my head right now, but I will hold on to those comments till the end. Alright guys, so I am back to give you guys my final thoughts. So I've been wearing this foundation for about 6 to 7 hours, almost 8 hours right now. I applied the foundation at about 11:30 this morning. Time to give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so going back to the claims, the foundation claimed to fill lines and wrinkles. As far as that goes, I really don't have like wrinkles or like fine lines. Yes, I have my like forehead lines, but those are expression lines, so I don't think those count. But it did kind of blur them a little bit once the foundation set. And I don't know if you can see right now, but even when I'm making like my expressions, like the lines that are there like right here and right here, you like barely notice them. So that's definitely a good thing. As far as reducing the appearance of like hyperpigmentation and age spots, it definitely, like I have 2 spots right here, and I feel like it definitely blurred those like it said it was going to do, and it reduced the appearance of it, so I definitely agree with that. Lightweight, this foundation is very, 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 very lightweight. Like while I was wearing it today, I felt like I had nothing on my face whatsoever, and I hate having foundation. I hate feeling like I have foundation on, especially when it's something that claims that it's lightweight, so I definitely give it a thumbs up for that. As far as hydrating goes, the foundation was very, very comfortable. It was slightly, I guess, hydrating, and the finish of it was more of a, it wasn't a matte finish, it was more of like a natural matte finish, because it wasn't dewy at all, and it wasn't like that spectrum between like dewy and natural. It was somewhere between like natural and matte, kind of like a satin finish, but not as, how should I say, not as shiny as satin. So just somewhere between satin and matte. As far as the coverage goes, I would say the coverage, like I mentioned before, I would say high meaning medium to medium full coverage. So in my opinion, the pros of this foundation, it definitely, most definitely blurs all your imperfections, and it keeps everything very, very natural, which is a great thing for those people who want a foundation that's not heavy, that's going to cover up or blur their flaws so they can look as naturally flawless as possible without having a full beat face. The only con though is that the shade range. Fortunately, the shade that I picked up, Mocha, which was in my opinion, it was a perfect shade for me. But of course, there are people that are darker than me out there and lighter than me that have different undertones. And yes, having 12 shades is big, but I feel like they could add maybe like 4 more shades, maybe add like 2 more on the darker end of the spectrum, and maybe like 2 more on the lighter end of the spectrum, or like different undertones just to kind of cater to everybody. But it is a new foundation, so you never know if they're gonna expand the shade range or not. Okay, so as far as the Revlon Youth FX Fill and Blur Foundation goes, do I recommend it? Yes, I do recommend this foundation for pretty much all skin types in my opinion. I have oily combo skin, so for it to last this long and like for it to still look very natural and not like super duper like oily or shiny whatsoever, that's a great thing. I definitely recommend this foundation. Alright guys, so if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will check you guys later in another video this week.